Welcome to SME On Point. I'm standing in for Diabo Sito. Agriculture remains a key area to unlock economic opportunities on the African continent and to create jobs, but it needs investment, financial education and more. A fintech outfit says it's assisting agricultural players right across the value chain to not just exist, but to thrive. To tell us more about their work and the potential they have to make a major impact, particularly on entrepreneurs who want to grow to the next level, I'm joined by Zaheer Dindar. He's the co-founder and CEO of Pumpkn.io. Thank you so much for joining us, Zaheer. So given agriculture's potential on the African continent, you've noted that entrepreneurs in the sector are only able to grow to a certain extent and that they need, help to be able to grow to that maximum level. Just paint us a picture of some of the challenges that these businesses are faced with.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, in order for businesses to thrive, regardless of the ecosystem, but particularly in agriculture, I think three significant elements are required. You need expertise, and entrepreneurs, are fantastic and they have great expertise. But you need support on the expertise side. You need markets, markets to sell your produce. And, in most cases, and lots of the folks that you've interviewed on the show will relate, in most instances, the big thing that's missing is, in fact, the funding. So within those three pillars, Pumpkn is really obsessed with getting SMEs the capital they need to sort of survive, grow, and thrive.
So as a fintech platform, how are you able to assist, say, a small avocado farmer in Limpopo that's looking to scale up their business? What are the areas that you'd be looking to help in, and how in practice does it actually work?
Yeah, so I mean, capital is really the lifeblood of SMEs, and in fact, capital is the lifeblood of every business. So for us, we are able to provide really rapid funding. I think that's the most important thing, right? Businesses need capital for two primary reasons, right? They need capital to sort of take advantage of an opportunity. They also need capital to sometimes sort of weather the storm. In those instances, they tend to need capital immediately. And this is where Pumpkn is unique. We can make a fairly rapid decision. And I think that the big difference with us versus some of the other folks that are out there is that rather than asking SMEs to bend to the needs of, or our data needs, bend to the needs of what banks want, we do it the other way around. We bend to the availability the data that's available on their side and make sure that we can make credible, good decisions, based on the sound businesses that they have and the data that they have. And I think that's maybe the key difference between us.
Yeah. We know part of the reason that SMEs haven't had so much luck with the financial sector is because they're seen as a higher risk. Maybe they're starting out and, you can't guarantee that they're going to be successful. So given that you're providing a service, how would the entrepreneur you're assisting pay you? I mean, what does your business model actually look like?
Yeah, I think what's most unique and special about our business model is what we call our funding ladder. Our funding ladder supports businesses as they grow. So an SME starts with a smaller facility. We learn about their repayment behavior. We improve our ability to forecast their affordability. And over time, we develop a very deep understanding of their credit profile. And importantly, larger tickets or larger facilities are unlocked when proven on smaller tickets. So this structured loan scaling algorithm, which is a bit of a mouthful, our funding ladder, is what makes us unique and sets us apart. So typically, SMEs would have to sort of, the burden of proof lies with them, and it's a very costly thing to put together the data, the credit data, the financial records, to access capital. And of course, it takes months and months to do so. So what we do that's different is we'll start off with a very quick decision based on limited information. And over time, as we're supporting a business, we learn more about them and the facilities grow. So we are a long-term growth partner.
Yeah. So finance, of course, is very important. It's very key. But you need all the other soft stuff, like you mentioned before, knowing how to access markets, knowing how to do everything else that's involved in running a business and ensuring that it's successful. Just speak to those elements as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, we have to be aware that entrepreneurs are talented. the folks that we fund have phenomenal skill. You know, they've been doing this for some time. They have the expertise to do it, and lots of the time they just need some of the infrastructure around their business to get them across the line. I think one of the big things for us is, and this is what we've seen with the businesses that we backed. Folks are phenomenal. You know, they're incredibly talented. They know exactly what they need to thrive and what they don't have. Sometimes it's a funding partner, sometimes it's, you know, access to markets in a way that, you know, serves their need best. But yeah, I think, you know, this idea of ecosystem is vital. Entrepreneurs, businesses thrive when they can focus just on the problem at hand. You know, if I am a farmer, if I can focus on the growing and not focus on the logistics or the infrastructure or the energy that's required to do so, I really am able to zone in on creating great produce. And I think this is an important bit. You know, they know exactly what they're doing, and they need all of us on the outside, so in the ecosystem, to play a role, a supporting role.
Yeah. Zaheer, thank you so much for your time and your insights there on your business, and all the very best with it, as it's very instrumental in perhaps boosting the fortunes of the agricultural sector. That was Zaheer Dindar. He's the co-founder and CEO of Pumpkn.io. After a short break, Juliet will have more news for you.